What's going on, fellas? This is Sir Studmuffin, leader of Affliction, and today we have a video that should have been made a long time ago. I'm apologize for not making videos lately. Just been busy with my new job and stuff like that. So basically, let's go ahead and review our war log. I don't know what the last one I recorded, but let's see. This is right up to here is our last month, so I think it's 10-2 the last month, which is it's one loss lower than par of what we normally go for. So right now we're at an 8-1 ratio. We're doing pretty decent in that. This loss was during when I was busy, and that was kind of an error on leadership and error on a lot of different areas. But as you can see, we've won 5 straight now, all pretty solidly. We had a few close-ish ones, but we've been doing pretty well. And then this one was a close one as well. We definitely should have won that, and that was for my attack. We already saw that video. So, anyhow, we will quickly go through these two wars, and let's see what we got here. So, 58-53, 19 3-stars, so pretty solid. 6-star war on my part. We had Roddy not attack for whatever reason. Usually we kick, but I'm giving that a pardon because I kind of half forced him in, so I probably shouldn't have. And I know his spell factory was upgrading and stuff like that. So let's see. Let's see our 6-star shoutouts. We got Talon, that's Brian's mini. We got Clashmaster, that's Max's mini. My mini got a 6-star, and of course Overkill's in the clan for a little bit, and he left. So let's see what we got here. We're just going to go through these pretty quickly. Okay, so we got a new member here, Ein. He's got his attack on numero 10. Let's see what we got here. So he's running a Go-Ho Town Hall 8 attack. We're just going to kind of run through this. Looks like actually a Hogo wipe. So he's got 2 P.E.K.K.A.s in there. Getting nice value in the core. Notice that the P.E.K.K.A.'s already out. So that's actually interesting there. And he has enough to finish out the base. Let's look at his troop numbers because I'm interested. But pretty simple attack. Basically just took out the giant bombs and then released his hogs. Might have been semi-surgical, but not a whole lot to that. Just getting to the core. And once he broke the first wall, it was pretty easy. So only 12 hogs, which is very interesting. He had a very heavy main squad, so it was probably a little closer to a Hogo wipe, which we haven't seen in a little bit. Okay, this is a bully attack, so we won't show that. Bully attack. So that's kind of a weaker Tunnel 9. Don't really want to show. Yeah, these are pretty weaker bases, so not going to show that. But let's get here with Draco. Draco, of course, was in the clan for a while. I don't think he's been on the videos. He's a newer Town Hall 9. He was in the Affliction feeder clan at first a while back, so he was following Brian for a good bit. And like I said, I believe this is his first video on his main. Very nice and easy Asian wall. I helped him a little bit with his plan here. I wish he would have saved the poison though, but he has just enough. It's going to be pretty close if I had to guess. Nice little Asian wall on the bottom though. Bottom right, excuse me, for the 3-star. So, looking pretty solid here. And see his numbers. So, that's a pretty standard Go-Ho attack. Nothing really to talk about. Alright, next attack. My attack on number 3, which was the same attack as my attack on number 4, because it's the same base, so I'm only going to show the attack on 3. So this is a Go Vaho attack, which is really kind of coming around is a pretty popular attack. Notice my golem placement. I could have placed it on the top or kind of more towards the left, like up there. I wish I had a cursor. But I decided to place it a little bit more towards the bottom right because there's less point defenses hitting it. Notice the queen, the arch tower, the cannon. Now they're kind of all there. I dropped my rage spell down. I got a Valk going up top, few Valks kind of trailing up, dropping Hogsons on the side. A lot going on here. We have a double jump spell with the heal. And really, we're just kind of breaking down this base, figuring out where the different parts are. Notice there's even an enemy CC loon, but it's so slow it's not doing a whole lot. And we're just kind of working our way through the base, taking out compartments and kind of section by section, and sprinkling in some hogs on the bottom left, bottom right, and the top. And this base is history. So I basically just did the same attack. The Valkyries are still pretty strong, but there's another 3-star. So I got a 6-star war basically by hitting the same base. The last attack from this war is going to be Brian. So I believe this is a pretty simple, not Shattered. This would be a cold-blooded Goho. And for those of you that don't know the difference, Shattered is 2 golems. Cold-blooded is 1 golem. And the terms were coined by, or I originally heard them from the Hulk, who I actually haven't seen his videos in a while, but he was like one of the first competitive Clash YouTubers. So that's who got me into Clash, competitive Clash, just by watching his videos. So pretty solid, nice and easy, 3-star by Brian there. And let's look here. So here's our last war that we had. That war was, by the way, we only had 1 base, not 3-starred. And it was 1-starred, but that's alright. So let's see here. 6 stars. 6-star by Clashmaster. Once again, that's Max's Mini. And we have a 6-star by Wasi. That's Jenga's Mini. 6-star by Expand. That's a newer Town Hall 7. So excellent stuff there. Great work, guys. We got 56. 2-star on the Town Hall 10. We have a 99% here, 89%, 75%. So high percentage attacks there, but just didn't quite get it done. And this is a 2020 war. So let's start. We'll start 15, work our way up. Okay, let's see what we got here. So just going through these bases. These are pretty simple. Actually, I'll show this attack on 14. This is by Ein, because I believe this is a straight hog attack. But so we'll go ahead and go through this quick. Straight up hog. So look at this big core. I believe he's going to kind of run a surgical. So let's see. And Ein. Nope, he's running an Asian wall here. Excuse me. So Asian wall, got some heals going down. I guess there were no double giant bombs and a couple backhand hogs. Nice and easy though. Solid 3-star Ein. Once again, like I said, he's a newer member, and I think he's a little bit of an older member too. So he's very good on the planning aspect, and so you can see the results of that there. So let's. This is a boxy kind of base. I'm not going to show that replay. That's a standard hog attack. It's pretty common form base as well, so I'm not sure that is also. That's a bully attack. Not a great. That's kind of a bully attack pretty much. Okay, this is an interesting attack. This is CK. This is Brian's Mini, and this is a quad quake Hogo wipe attack. Let's speed this up a little. So notice pretty solid funnel here. It's got a good funnel going. Probably didn't need that many wall breakers. It's got all of his troops kind of going in. Does not have any poisons though, very interestingly enough. Just kind of sprinkling hogs in here. He's got his main squad in the core. You know, this is a Town Hall 10 Premi, but just notice pretty much how weak his troops are, really. This base isn't too difficult, but just noticing the fact that he has pretty much Town Hall 8 level troops, um, just says a lot about how powerful the hog attack and the Hogo wipe and the Goho attack in general can be, but also the fact that really any of our guys can 3-star, and it doesn't necessarily matter about your troops. I mean, that's level 4 hogs. So anyhow, here's Chief Al. Chief Al was a Town Hall 8 before in the clan. He has just recently returned, and he got a nice 3-star here. Pretty standard Goho attacks. We'll kind of rip on right through it. Nice funnel. And he's got a little wall of wizards. He uses a little bit more whiz than I would have used, but that's kind of a personal preference sometimes for people because they like the whiz for the main squad. But just a 4-heal Goho attack, nice and easy. Gets the job done in plenty of time. Doesn't even use the last poison. And that's a pretty solid 3-star. Doesn't even use his last whiz either. So strong work. Alright, next attack. React. This was an insta cleanup. I think one of our guys messed it up. And then he instantly cleaned this within a few seconds, I want to say. So kind of fast forward through this also. This is a pretty standard Goho attack. Nice little Asian wall there. And the thing to notice, I'll go back. I'm kind of fast forwarding through this because it's pretty standard. He had first 2 good heals. The third one was kind of in because it tried to lead his hogs too much. You don't really need to lead your hogs too much unless there's a giant bomb in that area. Just kind of keep your hogs healed. But let me show that base again. So notice here he did an Asian wall on the bottom, and when he did his Asian wall, just look at how the defenses are pretty much clumped up together, and he was able to just drop a line and hit several defenses at once, and that's the best time to use an Asian wall. There's no giant bomb threat, and if you can hit several defenses at once in a line like that, that is a great Asian wall pickup. You don't want to be using surgical hogs in bases that don't have double giant bomb threats, and I wanna stress that point because I've been seeing people try to run surgical hogs on bases that just don't need it. That's an example of a base that does not need surgical hogs. Okay, that's a bully attack. So the last attack we're going to show is actually my attack in the war. This is me hitting a Town Hall 9.5, and basically here I'm going to slow this one down a little bit because there's a lot of moving pieces kind of going. It's funny because I wrecked the base, but I didn't even use my CC Golem. I just don't know why. I just honestly forgot. And so here we go. Notice that I was taking advantage of the air defenses because and how the point defenses were. So I'm taking out 4-point defenses with what was that? 6 loons. Very huge value for those loons. Like I said, notice I did not even use my CC Golem, and I'm literally using my Valkyries for the core and basically breaking this base down. So then I drop 3 hogs per defense. That's what you would do in a surgical hog attack. And while the core was pretty much tanked up, I took out another 4 defenses, 5 defenses with the hogs so far. That's 12 hogs that I used. I took another defense out. Then what is that? 6, 7 defenses, and then another. So I used only 12 hogs for that part of it, and that's great value for 12 hogs. And I'm getting the point defenses taken out, which could be a threat to my squad. So pretty simple attack there. Honestly, it's just taking advantage of the base, breaking it down, figuring out the weakness. Sometimes it's just what you gotta do. You don't have to overcomplicate it too much. And that's 3-star there. So I know this video is a little bit longer, probably about 15 minutes, but it's overdone and needed. And before I close, last thing I want to talk about very quickly is just this mixed scrim that we're getting into. Just to explain it very quickly. So basically, if you haven't seen my Bindle chat video, a mixed scrim is where our clan sends in some representatives of our clan. In this case, it's 8 members. We have three, 3 or 4 Town Hall 8 and 4 to 5 Town Hall 9. The members are me, Brian, Wasi, Jenga's Mini, Max's Mini, Clashmaster, Liam McCarthy, Town Hall 9. So that's 3 Town Hall 9s, 2 Town Hall 8 so far. Also React, um, self-explanatory there. We also have, let's see, who am I missing? Missing Holden, Town Hall 8. And I said Brian. Oh, Tim, of course, Town Hall 9. So what was that? 5-3. So anyhow, basically the 8 of us are going to be representing our clan in a war that's going to be, I believe, a 40-on-40 war of other solid clans sending their representatives in that are all using attacks like we do, Govaho, Govalo, you name it, against hard bases, anti 3-star bases, and just kind of showing what we can do and having fun. But it's very competitive. So this is the segue into arranged wars. So that's a mixed scrim where it's mixed in that it's several clans sending some representatives into a war. And those there will be 2 clans created. Our clan will be split 4-4. I think it's me, Brian, Holden, and Max's Mini versus Django's Mini, Tim, React, and Liam. And so, basically my team is, or the people I said first are like on the team 1 clan, and that's 40 people, and then the other people in the other clan. So it'll be an interesting experience, and it's, like I said, a segue into arranged wars, which is what I ultimately want to get the clan into. An arranged war is actually where we get our clan, and we would do, let's say, like a 2020 war against another clan that has pretty close to identical town hall levels and hero levels and stuff like that. So it's a little bit more difficult to find those with the amount of people that we have. So that's something to look for in the future, and that's why we send people to mixed scrims right now, which is sort of similar in that it's a little bit more competitive than just these normal wars, but there are other clans in it as well. So anyhow, hopefully that's a good enough explanation of what it is. I hope to get it. I'm already talking to another group to see if we can get in another mixed scrim, and I don't know any of the details on it yet, but I'm going to be looking for that because I think the clan will enjoy that, and hopefully that will motivate some of you guys to focus on your attacks more and practice and whatnot. So anyhow, this is Sir Studmuffin, leader of Affliction, and I'm out. Peace.